What up, Hills? I hope you're feeling better. Feeling annoyed, 10 plus. Did you ever have to, give a feeling and then rate your feeling? Like, happy, 8. Annoyed, 10 plus. Huh. How you doing, I am enough? Oh, hello, KT. Hello, Debbie. I see you. How's everybody's day going? Let me share this stuff. Happiness over the supposed ceasefire, but y'all couldn't even let him alone to do that. And went and got him banned. Yeah. Abood has been very sick. And he's recovering, but unfortunately he had to bury a friend today. So he hasn't been here. But Bilal just wanted to go live today, and you all went in and reported because I was not there to block people. But with the ceasefire, Bilal would go back to his hometown because he misses it. So that's what I will be trying to help him do, because it's horribly expensive to travel. And this is only his 4th fucking time having to do it. So, and nobody wants to be in a place that they don't know. It's not fair to anybody. He wants to go home, and he should be allowed to go home. And as long as the ceasefire actually is followed, he could do that. It's been broken so many times that it's really hard to think that this could quite possibly be the end of it. We would all love to see that. But it was really funny to me because as I'm getting talks of the ceasefire, I'm also getting constant notifications from Telegram with pictures of bombs being dropped. So it was very hard to believe that. And then Bilal told me that it was supposed to take effect 5 p.m. their time. So I don't know. I just I have very little faith in this. I'm gonna try to get him in here. I don't know. He said he was still able to take boxes, but I don't know. I don't think he is. Then I've had to listen. Man, did anybody listen to the round table yesterday about Antifa? Hi, Shiny. Shiny, I think I got another screenshot of you in Bree's box again. What happened? I can't. I had... Okay. The fact that they're like doubling down on the fact that I said something inappropriate in front of my granddaughter, which if I fucking did, I guess that's my fucking business, ain't it? But I feel so. A new light gonna be shined. People are gonna be more careful what they say. I doubt it. I doubt it. I heard Florida man had quite the live by 9:30. Actually 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. I will be accepting evening lives. And they
Want a good laugh?
yeah, I'll take one.
Check this out. I'm exhausted. You know everything that's going on with hubby, chemo, my broken foot, the whole nine. So I fell asleep live last night. No idea which one. Fell asleep and alive. I wake up to like 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning to somebody screaming in my earbud, Shiny Penny, Shiny Penny. And I recognize the voice and I'm like, oh my God.
Who was it?
Yes, sir. Invite me in a box. I'm like, look, I'm asleep. I don't even know what the hell. I was in a different life. Fell asleep. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, boom. No, it's not a thing. Um, so they were trying to make fun of the fact that I fell asleep and alive and just happened to drop in there. Bitch, I dropped from the FYP. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even
So
know why I fell asleep.
you dropped in there again last night and they did that?
Asleep, yes.
Ay
Sound
ay
asleep.
ay.
12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Literally wake up to screaming in my ear of, Shani Penny. I'm like, oh my God. I said, look, I'm in bed. I'm not waking up my husband. Um, it is what it is. Boom. Well, I blocked you, but I don't care who blocks me. I don't care.
Right.
All of you block me, so I don't have to worry about this shit. Who was screaming for me, monster? I want names. Um, I know it was Bree's voice. Holly Mae was in there. They were questioning me about something I said in FWA's live.
Have
Uh,
mercy.
yeah, I'm like, guys, I'm half asleep. So I don't even know who else was in there, to be honest. I was asleep. And
I
then
could probably show you, but I don't think I saved that screenshot.
oh, I'm sure they'll post something somewhere. But
So apparently, then you're just not allowed to go anywhere or say anything, right?
I guess not. I mean, it's social media. Social, I thought was part of. I mean, it's the main word since it starts with that, right?
Yeah, okay, so why does Bree go live then if she doesn't want people to accident, because that happens to everybody. And I think it's just like, were they having like a quiet moment, maybe nothing to speak about, and that's why they did it, because I find that to
I
be
have.
something they
I
do.
I haven't a clue what the we're even talking about. I swear to everything on earth, I woke up to, and I'm like, fuck, I know that voice. Am I having a nightmare? And I keep hearing it. I'm like, I'm not. I'm alive. And I dropped in there again. Like, screw me. Really. Yeah. And
Am I
then
having a nightmare?
yeah, I thought it was a nightmare at first. And then I kept hearing it. And I'm like, well, this is some nightmare. Um, and I grabbed my phone and looked, and I'm like, oh my God. And they're inviting me up to a box. This is stupid. Just stop. Like, I don't care where they go. You can't help it. It's just so bizarre that it happened too. So I don't like window lick their live. I don't care what goes on. I don't.
They were upset over what some guy was saying in FWA's box. Well, what's that have to do with Shiny?
Exactly. I was not up in her boxes that day. She pulled me up the day after the first time I fell in. I think it was Bree's live. I don't know whose live it was the first time. And she was asking me questions. And I was very fair. I said Bree was not disrespectful. It was other people. And she was like, well, Bree was the host. How do you feel about her controlling that? I'm like, I hadn't thought of it. But I was very clear to say Bree was respectful the whole time. I had nothing ill will against Bree. But that was part of what they were questioning me on last night is I talked shit on Bree in FWA's box. I specifically did the exact opposite.
Yeah, because to be honest, even when I went live yesterday and had what I had to say about everybody, I don't even think I addressed Bree because I don't believe Bree said anything in that moment. It was just her live, so I didn't even really have anything to say to or about because I don't know Bree. I have
I
no
don't
idea.
either.
I don't know her. She came to Petty's platform after I had already left, and I can't really for me, I can't hold um ill will toward somebody that I don't know or somebody that hasn't done anything to me. So I couldn't really speak on Bree. But everybody else, absolutely. Everybody else in that live that had something to say about a clip from 5 fucking months ago. But using you to get there was mind blowing to me. I
And
just
I didn't
didn't
even
understand that.
hear what they thought they heard. And they
They
played it a
didn't
couple
hear
times for me.
anything.
Um, and I have to be honest, my kids at 9 would not have known what the initials that they were pointing out the CP. My kids wouldn't have known what those initials were.
My granddaughter is autistic and doesn't really understand a whole lot of the things that I'm discussing, right? So even when her mom, because her mother goes on YouTube to watch stuff about Gabby and Lisa Richards. So
Oh Lord.
she'll run into, well, that's why she ran into the clip of them talking about my abuser and then
Uh,
messaged me completely in hysterics because it affects her. Every time that man is spoken about or it just affects her. So she gets anxiety about it. But she had come across the live where they were talking about G, and she had asked. She said, "Well, why are they talking about her?" And I said, "Well, they feel that I said something inappropriate in front of her." And I had come to the internet and already said, that if Gianna was a speaking child, I would let her get on here and call all of you bitches. I would
I
not have a
remember you said
problem with
that.
that. And my daughter said, "I know that's right. I know that's right." When they could have just easily approached me themselves. I'm here at least once a day, I would say. Sometimes I go a couple days and I don't come on, but for the most part, once a day I'm here. And anybody can come in here and say anything that they want. But choosing somebody who is so passive, like Shiny, who's not going to raise her voice, who is not going to argue with you, she doesn't have the time. Most of the time I do. I I think that makes you look like the weaker person because you don't want the confrontation with me, but you'll go ahead and grill her over it.
I think they think I'm weak, and that's why they
Yes.
come for me. Ironic thing is, I am not weak. I would not wish it on anybody, but I challenge anybody to go through loving somebody for 30 years that's battling cancer. I I went, everything prepares you for something in life. You just don't know it at the time. And I would teach my kids that all the time. And I remind myself that took care of my father-in-law who passed from cancer, took care of my dad that passed from cancer. And lo and behold, my husband gets it. And I'm like, son of a bitch, thank you both of you. You taught me a lot. Now, the treatment and the technology has changed a lot since both of those two great men passed, but um, that's the only thing I care about right now. It, if that makes me selfish, then so be it. But it was devastating to get that news. That is our only focus in life right now is beating this and keeping on going to whatever the next challenge is. Um, but it just stop coming for me. I don't care where anybody goes. I don't care who anybody sits with. It doesn't matter. I don't judge people. I am one of the least judgmental people you'll meet. But
Yeah,
it
I
is
agree.
starting to piss me off now.
Well, it should.
It is.
It absolutely should. This was also a text that Farah received this morning,
Now that pissed me off.
and uh, if anybody knows, like Farah has already battled cancer, and right now is going through a battery of retesting, right, to make sure that her cancer is in fact still gone. So waking up to a message like that, and I think too, again, I'm going to say this because I feel like the people that are being picked on are the most passive people that don't have a lot of ill to say or do here. And I don't like that at all. I don't like it at all. It's predatory behavior, and I don't like it.
I think that's why they went for her also, is because she's so sweet. Um, it's vile. I've spoken to her, well, through DMs. I haven't talked to her on the phone, but um, she's so hurt and crushed.
Yeah, she's really hurt.
Yeah. Um, and she doesn't mod for anybody. So the
Mm-mm.
mod part was
She's
what,
not a mod.
mm-mm,
And what are we doing calling somebody a grapist? What are we doing? A pedo and a grapist? What are we doing?
it just, that message is one of the sickest I think I've seen in a long time on here. To bring her cancer into it. First of all, I don't think she mods for anybody. Um, Second of all, she's one of the sweetest people on here. She's right up there with Victoria.
Yeah,
Um,
like she has nothing ill to say
mm-mm,
to anybody
mm-mm.
ever.
No, spread love. She's been very supportive to me with what we've been battling with my husband because it's so fresh and real for her. Other people have been supportive as well, but people have been through this journey get it in a way that other people who haven't don't, and it's not a dig at anybody that hasn't. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Um, but when you understand that fear and that terror, um, it's real. And I get what she's staring down, waiting for her results. Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently there was something said. I wasn't in FWA's live for a very long last night, and I didn't take a box last night. I took a box the night before because she was concerned about what happened too. So the guy they were questioning me about, I don't know who he is. I don't even know that I've ever seen or heard him before. Um, was probably in there maybe 10 minutes at the most. And then I went on to a different live. Um, so I don't know what they were talking about. I don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't
I agree, Firebird.
yeah, I think man, I can't. I just
I have never questioned a soul on here of you said so and so or you were in
mm-mm,
so and so's live. It's
mm-mm.
social media, social. So what if I listen to some controversial lives? How we all make up our minds, unless you're a lemming, which I'm not. Um,
Yeah, it was sunshine.
That's the strong suspicion.
Yeah, that's no with the text because the messages went further than this. But from what I read from that person, that was sunshine in those messages.
Yeah, from what I understand, she spoke shit on me in a live this weekend that she had too. Um, which is disappointing because I haven't talked shit about her.
No, uh-uh.
I haven't said a damn thing about her. So I haven't gone back and listened to it. I guess I could probably find it if I
Yeah,
wanted to
you
hear it
know
bad
what?
enough,
Honestly,
but
Connie, she didn't say. I think the only thing she really said about you was that she was disappointed in you, really disappointed in you.
uh
I don't think.
well, there's there's no I don't see how there should be disappointment. I didn't when her allegations came public, that was the first I heard of it too. Was when it went public. I didn't ask her for a shred of proof. I didn't ask you for a shred of proof. I felt I could remain neutral between both, and the truth would come out somewhere down the line later. And I was okay with that. But I guess because I had been, and I hadn't been in any boxes since it happened. I specifically stayed out, and I guess because I had been in yours commenting, which I had been in hers too. Um, or that was the disappointment. I'm not really sure.
Well, the reason she went for Farah was because Farah was the one that did the independent investigation of Abood and Bilal.
I remember that.
So she was mad when Farah came
Public.
behind me. And I don't know who Kitten is. I don't know if you want in a box or not, but um,
I don't know Kitten either.
she did get really angry about Farah coming to the
And
internet and telling everybody that she had done an independent investigation. And I know she
that
was
gave
mad
me a
about that.
level of comfort when she said that. But even still,
Because we were close, and I think that's really strange that she would just come out of nowhere and get mad at me like that and tell horrible lies. So, um, like I said, I'm not responsible for that, and I can't feel guilty about where Sunshine is now with her friends because I didn't make her do that. And you know, here's the thing too. I heard Bree and them. I did hear a little bit of Bree's live. I woke up probably about 11 talking about because it only matters when it's happening to you, but when it's happening to people that you don't like, you clap for that. So I
there
can't and then turn around and feel bad for you when something like that happens.
that's what they were questioning me about was something was played or said in FWA's live, but I wasn't still hand when I was in there. So I didn't see or hear it. I don't know what they're talking about.
Me either.
Hey Monster. Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you, love?
I'm good. Hey, Snark. So, you know how like throughout this whole argument with Sunshine and everything, I've been still trying to be like a positive person in her life, and oh my gosh, Snark, be quiet.
Boy, you better wear a bulletproof vest, bitch.
Well, listen,
Shit's
I
coming.
what I'm trying to say is, I have still an open communication with her where if I hear something that she's done, I will message her and be like, "Did you fucking do this?" So when I'm sitting in here and I'm listening to this and I'm seeing the screenshot because Farah is a good friend of mine, I messaged her immediately and I said, "Why did you do this?" And she is saying that she did not do it.
Well, I
So
wouldn't expect her to say she did.
Well, I don't know. I've always,
You know, me too, Monster. I always thought that she told the truth too. I always thought that she fessed up to the things that she's done. I didn't think she had any qualms about doing that, but I've been proven wrong. So now,
I just wanted to come up and tell you what she said.
yeah, I read through the texts, and there were things in that text that I read that are very much sunshine. So I don't know.
I'm gonna hop back down. Actually, what I was saying earlier when I first came in, Snark, I feel like people get away with a lot because they don't have anybody recapping the evening lives, right? They're just like recapping the daily lives. So they're just broadcasting all the bad shit that they presume we're saying. So I feel like it's my duty to hold up a mirror what vile human beings these people are and knock them off of their little moral soapbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you haven't noticed, Monster, I've been trying to get rid of these fuckers for about 9 months, and
Bitch, you've been trying to get rid of me for a year, okay?
it's
I ain't going nowhere.
We
not
don't want to
working
get rid of
out
you.
in my favor very much. But I'm hoping, I can only hope that after this wave of sunshine and scammy claws, y'all find somebody else to bother and truly leave me the fuck alone, because I don't get on this internet to talk about y'all, and that's why. And to be honest, I said some fucked up things the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how long does it take me, and how much do I have to take before I go there, right? So I went through all of August, listened to my granddaughter be discussed, her disability be discussed, her finances be discussed, everything. Then we roll right into the sunshine. Then the granddaughter.
Been quiet. This has been happening since April for me. And I haven't said a word. This and I even made a post the other day that said, okay, I understand, let them, right? That thing they say, let them.
Mm-hmm.
For how long?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
For how long?
Yeah, I don't do the let them. I don't believe in.
Live talking about shit. Yesterday I wasn't even on the app and 4 lives were discussing me at the same time.
Isn't that awful?
It's
How much
weird.
are you supposed to take before you snap back? And then when you snap back, that gets late.
Exactly, but I have always said too, like, I don't care if you want to discuss me. I don't care if you hold a live about me. I don't care. I probably ain't gonna answer you. But man, every fucking time you can't not bring up this child.
It's
And
weird.
that's what it is. That part I can't do, I won't do. And I don't think I should have to listen to it from a bunch of people I can't fucking stand on the internet. Because God knows, if I would hold alive and start speaking about Kendra, right? We'll talk about Kendra. And then her daughter enters the conversation. And then I just let everybody discuss her daughter. Who's wrong? Because really, all the people that have been discussing my granddaughter, threatening CPS, threatening FBI, threatening DHS, are the same people that say, don't talk about kids. Don't do that. You can't do that. There's a kid there. You can't do that. There's a kid. But you're actively sitting there talking about mine.
Well, how about the little pregnant one over there, Katie, that runs her fucking mouth anytime that she feels like it. But then as soon as I clap back, they're going to be like, oh, she's pregnant. Don't come for her.
Well, her mouth ain't pregnant.
That's what I
Because
said.
it's still fucking running.
I've heard so many people come for your parenting, Snark, and
Oh,
your
God.
parenting, Monster, and it's just uncalled for.
Do you know
I've
who
never,
comes for my parenting and Snark's parenting? People that are shit parents. Do you know why they do that? They do it to take the magnifying glass off of them and put it towards somebody else because they know that they're pieces of shit. That's why.
You know
I've
what the
never
crazy
spoken on
part is?
parenting.
This is a wild, wild part. Because when you get on the internet and you say things, right? And you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. One thing that I don't like, that I'm not good at, right? I'm not good at people saying you're doing amazing. You're great for your granddaughter. She's where she needs to be. Because if you know a parent of a disabled child or an autistic child, we never feel like that. I promise you. We always feel like we're insufficient. We always feel like we're fucking up. We're not doing something right. So to come back in through and reinforce that in the caregivers and parents of special needs children is a horrible human thing to do. Like, that's what I mean. The things that you do to people, you don't even care. But if it was your people, you would care. And when 300 people are sitting around taking part in the conversation, B, thinking the conversation is okay to have, that is more of my problem. Not so much the person saying it, because she's just a hateful whore. But the 300 people that are in there and they're listening and they're in the conversation, that's my problem.
That clip, they're like, how come you don't speak on Snark having her granddaughter nearby? I didn't hear what they heard, first of all. Second of all, I didn't hear anybody down there saying, wait, don't talk about Snark's parenting. It's Snark's granddaughter. When I was up there, it was all vile shit towards me. So how many double standards are we
Yeah, that's
supposed to
going to
have here?
stop. That's going to stop. Hey, anybody streaming this later, you're going to stop bullying Shiny Penny. You're going to stop bullying people that go into other lives. That's what you're going to do. Do you know what happened, Snark, last night? In Smashes, a man was in their box. He had been in Florida Man's box the night before, and he was telling me how, he supports me and all this stuff and that he really likes me.
Who was it?
TikTok sucks. He used to go by, he has the dog picture. Really nice guy. He goes everywhere. They were bullying him for liking me. Like, a grown man was being chastised by 5 different women, no, maybe 6, for being in a box and liking me. They specifically said, this was a quote, well, you realize that Monster follows Florida Man, so that makes her not good.
Wow.
What?
I mean, we could say the same for everybody that hangs out with fucking Ratina.
As Ratina is sitting in the box.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, you can't even make it up. You can't. Like, I'm not good, but Ratina is. Do you realize what she has done?
That's crazy.
I haven't done a goddamn thing.
I don't know. Like, how do you miss that? Like, how do you not make the correlation there? It's so crazy. I don't know. That's why everybody looks like a fucking fool. That's why everybody looks like a fool.
Something that makes me giggle about you, Snark. This one day, I remember it was when we weren't getting along. We may still not be. I don't know, but I love you. I never know. But so I came into a live to announce my live, and I made it sound like I was going to be exposing someone. And what I was doing was I was going to do my live with my notebook and go through anyone that I had wronged, just to relieve my soul. And your comment in the comments was, I said, because I was in the box, I said, an exposure live is happening tonight. You're going to see the biggest piece of shit on the internet. And Snark was in the comments and said, are you holding up a mirror?
I don't remember ever saying that.
I won't ever forget it. It scarred me. But it made me giggle, and I'll tell you why. Because you thought that I was really going to like project all this stuff onto someone else. And I was letting y'all know that I was gonna expose myself. And that's why I think it's funny. These people, if you go and rewatch that live, Snark, for real, you will realize that the things that I am carrying in my soul, those things don't even scratch the surface of what these evil bitches have done on this app.
Yeah, I don't give them that kind of power.
They are fucking
I would never,
despicable.
because there's no, I could never give them that much credit or power, because I've been through some really fucked up things, and I wouldn't want to give them that.
Yeah, because now the new thing is making fun of my apology live when I actually felt really bad for degrading people and shouting at them in Petty's boxes for no reason or anything. Like, their perception is their reality also, right? So if I hurt them in any type of way, I wanted to make sure that I went through a detailed list and apologized. I don't find anything wrong with that.
I was in your live.
For that
I
to be
thought you were
laughed at
very
is kind of
sincere.
crazy, don't you think?
I agree. I thought you were very sincere in
Oh, I
that
felt
live, Monster.
terrible. I gave apologies to people that never deserved, at least an apology for whatever it was that they think I've done. So, but I'm going to tell you that from that moment on that live happened, Snark, I don't carry any of that stuff with me. Now I'm going to just, since I was able to do that for myself, I can hold up. Now I feel like I can hold up the mirror.
I think you can.
It's only fair. There's no reason for your granddaughter to be talked about at all.
Or often.
There's no reason for Shiny Penny to be bullied at all.
Every day.
There's no reason for Grumpy, what a piece of shit I am. Okay, bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Monster. Thank you.
I really don't remember making that comment. I don't. That is kind of an off-color comment for me to make. I must have been really mad about something. Well, I'll tell you. Anybody been taking in any content like what's happening in Chicago? Any say that I went off this side of TikTok, like because you guys, like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say something about somebody sending an awful message to Farah because it's wrong, or I'm gonna definitely answer to things that have been said about me or my grandchild. But for the love of God, I don't go live talking about anybody messing in this mess unless I'm responding. The things that I really want to talk about, a lot of stuff in life, right? And if I was in a different position, like if it wasn't just me and G, if I didn't have her and she was home happy with her mom, baby, I'd have quit my job. I would have quit my job, hopped in my car, and traveled to every protest in this country. I'd have funded it by social media, and I would have went to every fucking one, because that's how active I am about the resistance. And I
Did you
do, like
see?
go ahead.
Sorry. Did
No, go
you
ahead.
see the priest that they pew-pewed
Yes.
in the head with it was a rubber bullet, but still, I don't know if I can say that word. Um, he was at a protest providing support, like nothing violent was happening. And
Well,
they pew-pewed him in the head.
here's the thing. I saw that. They also have another one where he is being maced directly in his face. But I watched some of the most horrendous conversation yesterday. And I know you guys probably don't, right? Trump had a round table about Antifa yesterday. The conversation was so fucking ridiculous and horribly, horrible lies and misinformation. But I think what really bothered me were the two quote unquote independent reporters they had come up there and speak about the violent attacks that they suffered from Antifa. Does anybody really have an idea, or do you understand that Antifa isn't a fucking thing? Like, me, me, there is not a head, because if this was an organization, you're going to tell me that the government's going to get up in front of the whole fucking world and say that we have a terrorist organization right here in the U.S., but we know nothing about them? We don't know who the head is. We don't know one member. This is just something that they're going to use to put the protesters in jail. They're going to call everybody. You, one day, could make a social media post and be considered a terrorist. Because now it's an active terrorist organization, right? Do you see why I don't buy into that fuckery? Do you see why I don't buy into that fuckery? Because in this country, we just name terrorists off the top of our head. Whoever we don't fucking like, they are then terrorists. Or a government that they also don't like. Hamas. Same. Same. Everybody wants to get on here. Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Oh, and then you're a part of. If you don't condemn Hamas, then you're a T. You're a terrorist. Bullshit. Hamas isn't even fucking terrorists. Antifa is not terrorists.
I have to jump down. My hubby is due home from chemo shortly.
Okay,
So this
Shiny.
is chemo
Well,
day.
grab you a sneaky and cruise the streets on that motherfucker, because obviously you're not allowed to exist on your main.
Wild to me.
Wild to
Where
me.
anybody goes. I've never said to a soul on here, I saw you and so live. And
Never. Me either.
never, not one soul. The words
Me
have
either.
never come out of my mouth.
I would never. Who the fuck am I? Never ask anyone where. Alright, I'm gonna finish cooking. I have behavior therapy tonight. I know, don't be disappointed. I, in fact, am not in behavior therapy, but I won't be around. You will catch me in any live that doesn't contain drama. Yeah, well, listen, they have to do something to make themselves feel tough.